All right, let's start our lesson. Now, we've been making vocabulary lists. What is a vocabulary list? Yeah, California? Oh, it is. It's just a list of words we're learning. Absolutely. So, you've all been creating your own vocabulary lists. And what kind of words do we put on these lists? Are we learning just random words? Is it every time you find a word you put it on your list? What kind of is it, or is it a special kind of word? What are we doing? Nikolai? Sure. They're not all toilet words, right? Yeah, unless we're doing a toilet unit. Wait for the toilet unit, and we'll do that. Thanks, Nikolai. So what we've been talking about is the most frequently used words, right? So it's really important to learn the words that are most common in the English language, and whichever topic that you're learning about. You want to learn the most frequently used words, the most common words first. That's just a more efficient use of your time when you're studying. And so you want to have a focused vocabulary list. Yeah, Jane, focused, exactly, focused. Good. So how do you find the top words? Let's say you are reading a story and you want to create a vocabulary list from this story. How do you do that? Yeah, good job, California. You create a vocabulary list, right? And what do you put on the vocabulary list? Well, Nicole, you could put all of the words, but that's probably too many words to remember, to learn at one time. Good. So just the most common words. Great. So how do we find the most common words? Like in a story. Oh yeah, you could. So write down all of the words and then start a tally, like a running tally, and count out how many. So you could count how many times a word is used. Exactly. So what's the problem with that? Nikolai? You have to use the toilet. Okay, go ahead, Nikolai. Uh, all right, Miss Adams. Miss Adams. Yeah, it would take too much time, right? Absolutely. That would take like an hour if the story is kind of long. It would take an hour to go through and count every word, how many times a word is used. Good. So we see our problem. What is the solution? Dun dun dun. Wordle. Introducing Wordle. We're going to use a very simple software called Wordle today. So take a look. This is it. You find it at wordle.net. And you just paste in a bunch of text. So you click here, you just paste in a bunch of text and paste. Oh, I haven't copied text. But you simply paste in your text and it's going to find the most common words for you. It's going to give you a beautiful visual representation. So let me give you an example. We have all these Grimm's fairy tales right here. 209 tales. So I'm going to choose, let's choose The Wolf and the Seven Little Kids. All right, so you have your text of the story. Just copy the text and paste it into Wordle. And click Go. All right, so it's working its magic right now, and it's going to, there's Java. It's giving us a visual representation of the words used in the story. Ah, there we go. Look at that. So you can right away see the most commonly used words. They're the biggest ones. Like, which words do you see? Jennifer, Isaac, you both saw wolf. Yeah, wolf is really big. Yeah. Welcome back, Nikolai. What word do you see on the... You see wolf? Yeah. Anything else? Mother? Good. I see children. I'm not talking about you all. No. Miss Adams, you see brought. I see brought. Yeah, it's kind of small. So do you see anything bigger than brought? Mother is really big. Good. One, like the number 1. That's big. Dear. Here's a really cool feature. If you think that's nice, but I actually want to see the words differently, click on Randomize and look at what it does. Click it again. See, it's just showing you different visual representations. Find the one you like. You can click on this as many times as you want. You see the word voice. Now I can see the word voice. So this is just a super quick way to find the most common words in a story. So now I want you to do this. You're going to be choosing one of Grimm's Tales here. Go back. And look, what is there? 200? There's over 200 stories. So you could choose The Little Folks' Presents or The Wise Servant, anything you want. Anything. All right. Now the only thing I will tell you before you create your own story is, let me go to Hansel and Gretel. That's one of my favorites. Copy. All right, and let's paste it. What happened? This is still the... I still see wolf. All right, we're going to try this again and just click on create. I didn't reset it. Okay. Put in your text. You know what? I didn't copy our new story, Hansel and Gretel. Somehow I didn't copy it. All right. Good. Now you click go. There we go. So this is Hansel and Gretel. Ooh, I love this representation. Okay, so the only thing I wanted to say is if there is a proper name. Remember we were talking about proper names last week? Like Hansel. Good. Hansel and Gretel. Don't include those on your vocabulary list because they're not really useful for what we're going to do. We're going to be creating a new story out of the top 5 words, okay? So if Hansel and Gretel are 2 out of your 5 words, it has to be a story about Hansel and Gretel. Now, I've been waiting for Hansel and Gretel 2 for my whole life, but unless you want to write that story, probably don't include the proper names. All right, good. Again, you can randomize and change how it looks. Oh, this is such a neat tool, Wordle. All right, so your task is to create your own. Choose, number 1, choose a Grimm story. Number 2, you could read the story. that would be great. Number 3, create a top 5 vocabulary list using Wordle. All right, so we're going to have 20 really great vocabulary lists. And out of those, we'll be creating brand new stories. But don't worry about that right now. I just want you to create your vocabulary list.